down into the site as now Redgar has stepped up outside of the smoke. They're working through it. One tripwire on site they have to worry about, but the site's been completely given up. They didn't even bother clearing out the back site, which is a bit wild there.
Yeah. And it's forced the Sky and the Sage to rotate all the way back in through spawn too, and that'll mean three are stacking up together. You've really got the Jet looking to go a bit solo though in towards Heaven here. That feels a little bit risky as soon as you got through the Sage wall that obviously has been popped up as well. A good bit of time being wasted by the side of Liquid so far, and BBL still looking for their in, but you can see the collapse being set up to rush in towards backside and find a couple of kills nice and fast, and BBL has sprung that trap.
The main player's also smoked off, so they got to work forward, take a little bit of a risk. Redgar and Sayf find a couple of shots. That brings it down into a 2-on-2. Redgar, aware of a player on site, takes care of Raptor. Now the 1-on-1, and it's QutionerX around the corner to take pistol.
Yeah, beautiful. I love for the patience out of BBL there as well. Didn't panic as it was coming down to it.
There's no time! Oh no!
That's a kicker because you know what it leads him in round.
Full control over Heaven. It's a very deep Sage wall as well. Sayf just
play.
flying up into mid, but here you have lost complete control over mid. QutionerX's rotated on over to try and swing into this, but he's into a one-way, so he has to dash immediately out. So it is just Brave all the way backside on A. Throws himself a smoke to try and play around. And he finds the first kill. He has a chance here.
That's what he needs. If he can stall for just a little bit of time before his team can join in. The problem is all three are the other side of the map.
Oh, spike up in Heaven, so Sayf had to updraft dash to recover that one. He's going to be able to get down to sight, but now he can't go for the open plant. Has to plant a little safer, deeper back in sight, so no chance for a late wraparound into Heaven from Nats. He's going to have to fight from the ground.
Absolutely, and BBL once again in the retake of the A site. Funneling two players once again back in through spawn side 2. The one trying to post up in towards Heaven means that they have got a bit of a crossfire on the go, but Liquid in position and ready. They see the leg, that's all they need. A little bit of leg, it feeds them all the info they need. 2 quick kills. And it's down to SouhcNi all by himself, who really, I think, will probably have to save the rifle.
The angle, it is real tough for them. So the fact that they lost Aslan up in B Heaven.
Great team play coming in on the utility, but this time around Sayf doesn't find his victim. Wall goes up, they're accessing towards side, looks pretty clear. Straight into the ice though, nothing more to be said as Brave picks up one more. Spraying in there, notices one more down low, but doesn't find him in time. 2 more quick kills come back for BBL. A 4v2, and finally they get control of a round here, Ender.
Just a gross little one-way dropping down into that one. Nat's going on a walkabout, has 2 kills, 12 seconds. Still an operator on site, has to take this fight quickly as the clock winds down. QutionerX won't give him that angle, and without the spike, there's no hope of a plant. Best case scenario, he can remove the op from the field of play. That's what he's going for! And QutionerX with another whiff. Again, but I feel like spending all that on the Bucky might be a problem for him as he just gets spammed out through the box.
Worst possible outcome, straight to the cyber hack as well, so they see everything coming through on the other side. A couple of pings out. And off the back of that, they can make a decision.
That pinch back into middle. Teleport into vents, that'll be heard.
And there we go. Finds one for himself. Redgar pulls back. And they're a little bit trapped here in the middle of things, straight over the top. The Reds comes on through. This could be an absolute slaughter. But Redgar immediately traded out. It's still round advantage to TL, though, in the 4v2.
Hard to make aggressive plays early on in rounds, which BBL have liked to do with their previous comp, which makes sense. Raise, breach, Astra, right? You can't really full in vents, hoping that someone might eventually run into him, but TL consistently have just been diligent, smoking it off and not allowing him to fight.
BBL were a lot more passive in previous rounds on the B side, whereas here they've actively challenged in towards mid.
Yeah.
Really giving Team Liquid something to think about, and as you can see, they've led a couple of members of their own.
And the pick over by A that allows SouhcNi to pop that ultimate gives them perfect information. Knowing it's going to be a B split, you can see SouhcNi out committing to the long flank angle, but Jamppi kills the solo B player. Site will belong to them. It'll be a 3-on-3 retake, and it's going to be all down to this very quick flank from SouhcNi. He's got a great chance here to sort of stab him in the back when the retake's coming in from Heaven.
Yeah, he could do a lot of damage by the looks of it. Redgar's got the read.
He saw the shoulder.
Understands that he's there. I think they both know about each other at this point. It's just about who wins out on this 1v1
I don't think Redgar saw him. I don't think so.
Now he has. SouhcNi still wins it out. Into the 3 versus 2. BBL in a good spot here to be able to take the round back.
How did soulcas get up here?
2 players.
Just hiding inside of the smoke, popping out around the corner. Can't quite find the second shot.
1v1. It's all comes down to, and it's not going to happen. BBL start things back well after the break, up to 6-2.
Have another one. Otherwise, very hard to scale forward. You can see them hugging the left side to actually get onto the site, so they won't be exposed there. Aslan's ready for it.
So close, but as you say, Aslan with the read. A 5v4 for BBL. Now got to try and work things out into a retake, and this is what I'll give them in the earlier rounds. They were excellent at retakes. It could be the same story here.
Well, the thing is, they don't have utility to do it. They've just got the paranoia. Turko's flash just came off cooldown. They're not really moving off of it, just aware that a player is there. The paranoia not connecting. It's a bit slow here.
I think Sayf whipped through pretty much all of those there as well. Left with just the off one side, but it's a bit of a slaughter coming out. 2 versus 1 left. And Turko has no ammo left. Nats with the finish off. At least one player can go aggressive. It's a wraparound, but Jamppi's seen him.
This is
could
so
be a freebie.
funky, faking it down, sees the legs, and gets the kill. That was a wacky round, but now up in B heaven. The paranoia coming through with the double swing. Redgar only finds 1, shocking. They weren't able to get more off of that. It'll all come down to Sayf.
What can he do though? Absolutely nothing. BBL is saying, pulling out the kind of speed, the aggression. Didn't expect it to happen with this comp, with no breach on side, for example, but they've just shown they can do it no matter what they're playing.
Yeah, that was something else right there with QutionerX just going solo up and over the wall. soulcas will find the 1, but clock dwindling away here. Hard to see a situation where he actually has enough time to get these kills and win the round.
Right sort of idea, expecting a swing from Garage, but SouhcNi just being so passive here. No reason to expose anything they know as soon as he drops down, while he's forcing himself into a very unfavorable position as power.
Just a smoke like this coming out from Team Liquid means that if BBL were to work into B, worrying about that position deep in garage, maybe using a dog or something to clear it. But again, working up to mid, a very early Sage wall actually from soulcas with a Bucky on top of it, looking to peek his head over the corner, and he's good for the 1 and the chip. What is that from soulcas? The man is an absolute monster. 3 kills with the Bucky, holding his ground there for more.
Well, damn. That's a way to shut down the aggression. I absolutely love the play coming out of soulcas. You are going to see Brave rotating back around to come and join Turko here, but they know that he's still posted here with that shotgun in hand. Will not find the 4th as Turko finally gets the shutdown, but the damage has been done.
Seeker is going to be sent away to show 3 players hovering towards the B site, and BBL would have loved to commit into B and maybe hold on to positions of those rifles. But the second they work into this site, you can see the recovery mission from Sayf and Redgar. They're going to be able to pick those up, maybe call in Jamppi as well. And then you've got a 4-on-2, a chance for Nats. The 1 rifle coming in here. Inside of his cages, sees the wire.
Beautiful.
It's just free.
Absolutely free. Somehow managed to get himself on backside here, Brave. But he won't be there for much longer. Done it. Last time he was inside the smoke.
Yeah.
And they get the res up on the Redgar as well. Beautiful. And do
Fighting
they know?
The pinch out from heaven.
Hello? I mean, QutionerX made the play happen here. They've managed to turn it around into a 2v2, and their own res comes through onto the Omen. BBL have completely turned this round on its head.
Smoke off from CT, takes Jamppi out of the fight. He's going to try to flash for a swing from Nats. No more flashes left, and Brave wins out from B main. Another challenger approaches. Has to make the noise on the drop there. And the pair allows him to go in even faster. The bonus movement speed there too, of not just holding a rifle out in his hands. And it allows...
We've seen this fast stick coming out of Liquid in pretty much the entirety of the first half, and now it's on Liquid to be able to respond.
How on earth the dog didn't find the tripwire, and it lets Nats get a kill there? Was that a vertical wire or something? I'm gonna need a replay on that, because somehow TL have a 5v3, 5v2, 5v1. They are carving up Team Liquid. Counter flash from Turko, but they can't really do anything off of it. Smoke should be dropping relatively soon. And that's when TL are going to try to flood back into the site. They're still concerned about Brave. They know there's an Omen behind them from the paranoia thrown earlier. And here they go around the corner. soulcas takes down Turko. The flank a little bit too late, but QutionerX finds the 1 that gives them a chance still.
QutionerX's been an absolute beast, but finally they're pulling the flank as well. Brave comes in at the back of it. Redgar gets 1, but QutionerX simply will not be stopped to the back of sight here. Charges in! It's the shotgun to the face!
Body into it.
I know exactly.
Now they have a flash up and they can try to still be swinging into it. Crazy. QutionerX takes him down. Still a player out in B main, but they're aware of it. Throwing that one-way smoke so soulcas can't swing into him.
That's exactly it. And look at this. They're rushing towards spawn side. They want to contest quite aggressively here. And Nats might be about the one to come off worse off it. QutionerX starts for 1. Turko a second, making use of that Cypher all info to wait for those players to push in, and 1's left standing. soulcas gets at least 1 back.
And then they're flipping the map and pushing into CT. Last time, it was a little bit more passive. They didn't go as deep as they did this round, so they're still keeping...
Might just be the play they need. Keeping Jamppi right back at the back of A site in case there's any kind of craziness coming in out of Brave. But right now, they're trying to force their way through. Aslan makes it work onto the first, but they have no idea. soulcas getting the collat as well, finding himself two. Sayf into another, a third for soulcas at backside. This turns out to be the place to be at the back of the B site as they are cleaning house. And Liquid move up to a second ago, Ender, but you've also got the Omen up towards the north side looking to push at the same time. This could all spin on the dime of what QutionerX could achieve.
Trying to peek out on Raptors there. Really big kill for Aslan. They didn't have a smoke up there. Now the flash notes there's a player back towards screens. This is a hard retake to make happen without ramp control. QutionerX takes the kill down onto Nats, now falls back to the rest of the team. Clock ticking.
All they got to do is just hold and wait here. Two more coming in through screens. The read comes in as the flash is there, but it's a classic BBL crossfire being set up. Three players just ready and waiting. The one in heaven might yet do a little bit of work. No! QutionerX bunny rabbits around the corner, puts him in the dirt. Jamppi might find two, but they're playing pretty slow so far. No one's got in a hard push, and now we see the play coming on through. Splash is coming in as well as BBL storm on forward. QutionerX once again has no fear. This man charging all the way forward, Sayf with the knives out, looking to see what he can find. Just one down so far, makes it a three. That's what Liquid need. Only two left standing.
Sayf, Benoit Blanc up from heaven, but now SouhcNi comes in. The stab in the back, Sayf versus SouhcNi could decide the round. Spike still not planted, and with the pop-up, there's still a res back on site. Team Liquid with numbers advantage, with the neural theft to spot out these players as they come out from Raptors. The operator finds SouhcNi.
Sayf,
it's a 4K for Sayf, and Aslan is trapped behind his wall.
They're gonna be ready for him. Sayf makes it an ace.
Go back in to try and break it, but that won't be the case.
Oh no.
Brave is getting spammed.
Must have missed it completely. Two quick kills coming out for Liquid too. Comfortable kills at that as well. QutionerX, he was trying to challenge up in towards heaven, but denied at the last second. Took a little shot on the way through. Redgar into yet another, and this round is coming up all side of Team Liquid.
It's just a slaughter for the time being. At least they get the plant down. That gives them some options here. BBL have forced sometimes on the attacking side. Even gets the nade off in time, so now QutionerX delayed from the rest of his team. There's another teleport in from Brave, though. That's huge as they try to get in, trading 1-for-1 for the time being. Now up in heaven is QutionerX going absolutely crazy from behind the smoke. BBL is stealing this round.
Like I said, it can just be so chaotic at times. Gets right up in your grill and makes you sweat a little bit. QutionerX, really the controller of the map, it feels, for the most part. Nothing really for them to be done, and that force comes out huge.
That was just wide. Slightly off-kilter tripwire. Oh no, the counter comes in at the last possible second. Still, there's so much chip damage down onto Brave, but with QutionerX playing behind that tripwire into the site, he's just opened it up completely. Nats popping out from the smoke may have had a chance, but as soon as he falls, the round ends for Team Liquid.
Yeah, BBL just running away with things at the start of the series. Very much the inverse of what we saw on Split. It was TL who started out super strong. Either way, attackers are having the run of things today so far. Going to completely concede the other side of the map here, hold to the two rifles they've got on side, because this next round is going to hurt for Team Liquid.
Worst part is, no chance of getting that made. The setup that Jamppi was going for really tough, because realistic there, Jamppi has the spam a little bit early on, but can also
it out as well, which makes things a little bit easier for them. Straight towards Jail on the backside as the rest of the team flood in.
That's a huge kill onto Nats, trapped behind the smoke there. Now Team Liquid, what do? They've got two players CT, two players going for the long flank back around, and there's no Killjoy turret to actually watch that. By killing Aslan, that's opened up this round for the two players to come into B main. If they get there, QutionerX's in a miserable spot. He has to call up his teammates to play with him. Those two players in main have the potential to punish him.
Oh, this won't Market. Then starts paranoid on towards Market. Managed to catch out the player, thought for a second. QutionerX still stands though. Looking to challenge and hold the bat for now, which leans out towards Spawn side. Things are looking a little bit rough. soulcas finding one. A 3 versus 3.
Two coming down lane here. First kill goes over to Jamppi, but the Odin spray down is gnarly. SouhcNi finds 3.
That's going to have an impact on how the round plays out. But
this is
how has he got in under their nose like this?
Yeah, the camera's
on, but he's on the backside and he's got away with it as well. Sayf not in a spot to be able to capitalize. Immediately double smoked out, steps his head through, gets Brave and re-disappears as Nats rounds his way up the stairs and gets one back too. Liquid have recovered for a bit of a surprise, stab in the back. But will they get away with this?
Redgar with a judge, teleports back into heaven. No. Oh no! Turko shuts him down. Wasn't able to find a close range fight. Now Sayf has the option to pop the knives to try and retake, but he's down to 65 health. May not be the case, forces the swing with the fragment, so it's now a 2 versus 2. This round is winnable for TL.
Oh, the choice. Do they save the ult? Do they go for the fights here? I think Sayf is going to have to save. Yeah.
The smokes are past the wall from Sayf and Nats, paid off for them big time. It turned into a 3-on-3. But once BBL have been entrenched on this B site,
you know, you can charge on through it. Yet again, QutionerX deep on site. He's going straight into the back line and tearing Liquid asunder. Sayf will find one. Out comes the Hunter's Fury. No one really being collected by it just yet.
Spike's still stuck back in main, so QutionerX has to hold for this. Where are the smokes to block off Heaven? They're not quite there, although a dart will tag a couple, forcing them back off the angle. Aslan's good with the lurk into tree. And now they're just stuck up in Heaven with 3 players. How do you get out of this?
I don't think they know. I mean, QutionerX stepped away, and I thought for a second he was untagged, unfazed, unseen. Jamppi gets 2 back, makes it a 3 as well, down to a 1v1. Sayf is always somewhere else. He's not around to challenge.
Although Sayf will have potentially a very fast flank.
That's big.
Nat's finding a kill is huge, and now the choice from Sayf. Does he go but BBL are going to commit in now with the teleports.
In they go, playing off the back of the Killjoy, dumping everything in there. Shock darts galore, nades galore, everything coming on in. They found the 1 kill they need, but they find another. Not just yet, soulcas into another one back. And now finally Sayf arrives on the scene. He's got 2 to bring down here. Sprayed it through the smoke and not yet fallen. It's down to a 1 versus 1 yet again. Jamppi to hold it on. Flicks onto Turko and Liquid make it.
Long time, since like around 3-4, they actually try to fight around mid just with a flash that whiffs. And it's a 1-for-1 trade. You take that any day of the week. Flank watch just turned.
Everything has been out towards A and B. It's been slow, it's been fast, it's been everything in between. But never directly up through market, which is exactly where they've gone. Now there are 2 players on site to contest. Not really the time to get the drone out, admittedly, as soulcas finds one. Flash comes out over the top, but lane is where it's at. They were flashed up, but still find the kill on towards Jamppi. Now soulcas got to do all he can, and all that is nothing. SouhcNi brings him down, and site's lost. Redgar going to see what he can do here, but it's a 2 versus 3 for the last 2 players on Liquid.
Nats. Back boathouse has been smoked off for him. Looking for the spam on the ping of the spike plant, but QutionerX, here's the reload, attempts to push on forward through it. Nats around the corner, finds the first one. Clearing is good, gets the spam. Player very low, it all comes down to Nats finds one, but SouhcNi finishes it all, hopping around the corner. Every single time they went for a peek, they were slightly getting beaten to it. Half a second, and maybe they're just blitzing away at the round, and holy God, Jamppi.
The pacing has just been so athletic so far from BBL. And at points, Liquid have really struggled to react.
No one cleared that. No one cleared that.
Finds a freebie. Didn't see him on the drone as well, so gets away with a second. Jamppi still standing 2.
Yeah, Brave TP'd back into boathouse here, gets the first kill, and now SouhcNi recovering just a little bit.
Shock dart at point blank range.
How do you
a bit
get
of damage.
The spike out though? The spike is trapped in B main with 2 players holding down.
Another.
The shock dart down to solo.
1 bullet.
15.
1 bullet. Eager to spray on the soft wall, hope for his best. Looks away at the wrong time. Can they get away with it though? Jamppi's traded out by Brave straight away, but Nats is there ready. I mean, Nats wrote the book on this. He knows exactly what's coming. Gets baited in by that trap wall. Guess what's coming next? A big push in towards Heaven side. Gets 2 kills quickly for Team Liquid here. Jamppi brings down Aslan as well. Coming down to 1 more and Sayf while he cleans house for all I said about him versus QutionerX.
Smoked off here from CT, which he does. It's SouhcNi versus the world here, but with the Odin, that's the best shot you're going to have from back here.
Take a swing out, finds himself one. soulcas beams. Sayf the same. Oh my God.
He takes 3 before he falls down. That'll make the retake that much easier. 3-on-2, but now Nats has his own Odin from backside.
The trade and the Hunter's Fury coming out as well. Nats makes use of that swing out as well. Gets 1. QutionerX has been here a few times before. Jamppi a little bit less so in these clutches. He's got to find his man, and QutionerX wins it out. Of course he does. 9-3.
2 players on site.
Already used market more than we saw in the entirety of the first half here of Team Liquid. SouhcNi once again though dug in deep.
Oh, they're going spawn. They're flipping the map.
They're trying once again to force it, and they've done just that. They've got 3 quick kills, and that was completely unexpected. Slaughtering BBL. They're now
softer in mid with just the alarm bot to watch it out. And you can see how Team Liquid, they can kind of stuck behind this one way. And the double swarms. The swarms come out fairly early, the clock ticking.
And they missed a cross here as well. Maybe they did, but oh my God, it's a shooting range for BBL as they completely clean house.
Huge.
Aslan is on site, ready and waiting. Here they go, trying to step in. Updraft coming over as well. There's 1 more drops down. There goes Aslan, ult offline. And there's 4 ults, well 3 now currently still active, to play for on the side of Liquid. Pop up now or never, boys. Use them or lose them. Two have already fallen down, making a third. Liquid absolutely budget on their way in towards sight. It's a Gooper stomp to close out.
Now you have to get a little bit closer if you want to get the good info out of that one, as they're working at both sides at the same time, trying to actually abandon their Sky down a short, potentially come back in, but 2 kills into Hookah is brutal. And they're going to pivot off of that. They're going around the world here because they never left at the Sky. Jamppi has to find Brave, but this is going to be a very quick flank from QutionerX down short.
You blink and both teams can quite literally switch places on this map, it feels like. And that's the way it started out. QT in with the backstab, but immediately traded out as you saw earlier. Brings us down to a 2v2. We've been here so many times with QT. He's on one today, I'm telling you. He will not be stopped. Great third headshot coming out. BBL. Push came in to burst through the B-long teleporter. 2 on the back, 2 on the front. There was very little that could be done by the other side here, not even having to make use of that though. You can see 2 angling up for it now, as they are expecting maybe a shower push to come through, and they are right. There is the Fade working their way through, but it's an absolute slaughter on towards short side. Brave will do it all by himself at this point. Who needs a teleporter?
Unreal.
Oh
Brave
my,
just getting
oh my.
everything done from showers. Just ridiculous. Fight after fight he's taking. He eventually falls to Sayf, but no way he can get over to the spike and get that plant off. This round is exploded into this B site.
Well, it's the same again. They've got to force their way nice and close because they're only on the pistols in this round. Sayf finds one, almost a second, only for Aslan to get it back on the other side. QutionerX, he's going to keep on doing his thing. Sees the one up close as well. Smoke down close, gets pushed in, and will lose out. That's op down. That's a bit of a pain if they lose out the round as a result. But it's a 2 versus 2. Redgar, op in hand, does nothing with it. 2v1 for Brave and SouhcNi against Jamppi. Yes.
30 seconds left.
No idea where these last 2 players are, but obviously has a pretty good guess.
Can he get to the TP?
He's got the right idea, sees the one, sees the gun, finds one. Does he notice the second there? I'm not convinced he does. 15 seconds to go and steps out for the one, but Brave, he is having one hell of a map so straight once again.
But that is a rough time. The site hit looking very awkward here. Still player back site. Brave attempting to get a fight. The flash doesn't quite connect, but 2 kills come through from Team Liquid. Team Liquid have control of the site, and BBL are locked into CT.
Really good spot here as well, yeah. Lots everything out here with the one way. It's going to make life difficult. 3 still to try and work their way back in, and they've got a little bit of time to play with. But this fight on elbow, this could be everything. Sayf's the one holding up onto the angle, ready and posted, and he wins out against Aslan. That's what they needed. Looks to be another one. Comes in for a second. All right, cutie. We see ya. A 2v2 coming in. A hard back away from the Viper, as well as Nats rotates his way around towards B-long.
QutionerX has been on it all day. The clock is winding down though. Has to scale on forward. Sees one player on the right. Isn't able to find the kill. soulcas takes that one down. Turns it 1-on-1 and Nats from long. Finishes off the round. Got flashed by his teammate.
That's not the first time that's happened this series. It happened on the last map as well.
It doesn't matter. It's a homing missile.
He's gone.
All right, now 4 versus 5 stuck in the retake. Good heal to come in, actually really high value. Topping them both back up. They're trying to take spawn again. Team Liquid continue to... A lot of options you can make with a wall like that. And BBL just weren't really aware of it, weren't really considering that that could have even been an option. Back site. You got to gamble your way in.
Try and make the shorty work out here. Tucked off towards the right, there is one, but they're just ready and waiting. Also for the swing, and Sayf will find one. It's looking all too easy at the minute for the side of Liquid. Bowling on through for a 5v3. With U-Haul control somewhat established, they aren't going to give anything up to them. QE just find one, they'll take that as an exit try and get out of dodge, but another big round coming out for Liquid here, seemingly not able to be stopped. The frustration of having it on side and it not being useful. We actually saw this a lot on the previous map as well. A lot of dancing around back coming out from Liquid, but QT, he's ready and waiting. Over comes the fade, and in comes the flashes. Everything's stacking over, and QT is forced to get out of dodge, and Liquid flood in. Find themselves a couple of quick kills here. 3 left on side of BBL. Out here tries to make something happen with the shorty, but it's not enough. That's offline as well as Jamppi picks him up a 4v2. And things are going exactly the same as before. Liquid just far too overwhelming in these hits, far too coordinated.
Brutal. Even finding the pick before the one-way goes down. I mean, Team Liquid's utility is just swarming into the site. I don't think there's a safe place. Because I saw a snake bite going into Cubby. The paranoia hits from Octagon down to Wood, to actually behind Green Box, to backside, to if you're
to Mat 1. Back when we were on split, TL were just so well drilled with their utility. There was no room to react on the side of BBL, and it's starting to feel the same here again. Seeker's coming out here through the smoke, may well find a target. Having to step away is Cutie. He will find Sayf on that spray through the smoke, but just look at this.
Just
four smokes across a wall, everything locking it down.
Spike is now isolated though. QutionerX out in the open, finds a kill. That's 3 on the round. 2 players alive from Liquid, have to go heroic, and Nats finds 2. 1-on-1, 1-on-2 rather, is Brave still alive from Pipes. Will secure, but yeah, ultimate coming online. Scouting out, sees a player on site. Still unaware of what's going on again. Just spams through the smoke, that's ridiculous.
It was Cutie last time, this time it's Sayf. In they come.
QutionerX
rolling over the top, but Cutie still ignored. They had no idea he was still there inside a hookah. It's a 2-for-2 coming back in, a 2v2 to close things out, all out on top. It's Turko, left alive all by himself as Jamppi and Redgar. They bear down on him. And Liquid
rail down and show you where the players are on site. I think the position of QutionerX will be critical here. They're not going to be ready. He's burning down inside the molly. They're not clearing him out. He lives on 1. He lives on 1 HP.
Still keeps himself alive. If he wins this round out, it's something big. But Liquid once again are on the site. It's a 3v3. Down goes one more. Cutie slowly being juiced back up here as well by Turko. Great heals across the half so far. It's a lot to do with the 2 versus 3 though. As Cutie bursts out, finds one for free. Now he's got to find the rest. Dashes over and sees the head of Sayf.
Dog spots the second. They know both are U-Haul.
Another on short. Steps out for one. Goes to the fight, but no. Sayf gets both and makes it 4. Liquid.
He's going to be that first player in from showers while the rest of the team scale behind the Viper wall. Hold on, because QutionerX finds one. Now, U-Haul things are different. Redgar's been able to trade 1 kill, and BBL are slamming the teleports with QutionerX just in the middle of the site.
It's a hard run over as well. All 3 players funneling in through the TP. But they didn't know about Jamppi, still on the back of sight. Flash ready, pops out, almost finds a second as well. Down to 32. Round trouble, got another one more. Oh my God, Jamppi! Cleans up big time, denies away the TP push coming out from BBL. And it feels like yet again, Liquid are going to start out strong here. Jamppi into a 4. The players on the push in. It's Cutie straight up and over. We're used to seeing that a few times over. Redgar is still here. One inside the smoke with him, but cannot win out that 1 versus 1. BBL finally break through on a short and are looking in towards side. Just how many smokes.
20 seconds though. This is madness. Tough to get the plant down. A lot of util being thrown as well.
This will come down to a bunch of kills stacking on through. Team Liquid with 2 left on side. BBL finally managed to get that spike down. And we're pushing to U-Haul here, but soulcas is ready and waiting. They know that he's got to push into them. He's the one who's got to make the play here. Flash comes in. No one swings, but they know at least for a fact that he is here. Also got one playing up in tower. soulcas still sat waiting. He's got to make a move here and now. Swings in, but wasn't ready for the gunfight. Turko collects his man. And BBL, here we
so
go.
Much damage, the positioning of soulcas.
Oh, soulcas, this could be the slaughter, but no! Cutie finds him first. We've got Redgar in here as well. He finds nothing but now. Nats gets a spray down too. Immediate double TP out and does manage to escape. But site has been conceded. It's going to be a Liquid retake.
There's a pinch down here. A flank teleport from Jamppi coming down short. QutionerX finds the kill. Now Jamppi. Can he have his moment? Takes down QutionerX. Nats from heaven takes another, takes 2. No one's looking at him. Turn around. Nats has opened up the site. Another player with the back of the head facing in, and with a shorty, Nats will take the round.
That was clinical.
Is his kingdom. Now BBL coming in down short. Nats playing inside of his smoke. Finding the timing, coming back around and up over. He sees absolutely everyone. Takes 2 kills while soulcas finds a 3rd.
He's played this whole series so smart. And again, just decimates the BBL attack before it can even get started. Sowing chaos in the back lines. Brave falls down. BBL really living up to the last letter of their name here so far. All right. BBL looking a bit short. They've got the Viper's pit to play behind. Good use there of the blind coming out. But Nats again has found 2. Just keeps getting away with this.
But this is the trap play into hookah with bodies, not even the utility. We're forcing on in. Brave is displaced with the satchel.
Meanwhile in B-Long.
Oh no.
Managed to get the orb, but with 2 players left standing, and they know exactly where he's coming from. Even this round feels done and dusted. Finds to 1, 26 HP, and Sayf gets the close.
Raise. makes you way more inclined to look for these plays. The paranoia off the rip. Now SouhcNi is there to counter out with the shots.
Jamppi's got the op, by the way. He's sat on A site, and you've seen him on B for pretty much all of this game, but I assume maybe we'd see it posted up on B long, but leave that one for Sayf, I imagine, next time around.
Quick flank option for Team Liquid. Two
Seeker's
players
out.
coming down short. Seeker's giving them away just a little bit. Now the spike is gonna have to take the safe path around towards Showers. Bit awkward. Don't go for the spam here. 5 versus 3. The only way you throw this round is giving away bullet trace and getting spammed through smokes. Not a high EV play. It is a 1-for-1 trade though. Good enough at the end.
No charges.
And for a second, but opted not to. Doesn't know how close he is. Bravia can do a little bit of damage, and he's going to find it as well.
For Team Liquid.
Maybe they do. The varieties of smoke, the high, the low. It's working out for the most part. He's back inside. He's going to let that judge sing, but no. It clocks QT the tiniest bit, but does not fill him off on the back of it. All ults nearly down, while all ults are down, showing the side of BBL. Again, looking like a positive round. Just on the edge of that molly as well, but we'll be able to stick it.
Oh, no, he won't.
No, he didn't. No, he got finished off. I looked away for half a second, and that's when he goes down, obviously.
Oh, no. That is bad news. 30 seconds. Spike left open. soulcas takes down the Viper's pit. And another spawn nightfall. Aslan so low from the decay, sees the gun coming around the corner, finds the first. 20 seconds on the clock, but from behind him, Jamppi takes him down. Team Liquid